Hey everybody, so here looking at the new camera setup for shooting videos of repairs on the work desk here, and currently I have this Logitech C930 webcam installed. This is a camera that I actually have brought home from work to try out, to beta test on this work desk, because I had found these on eBay for dirt cheap, roughly $30 or so. And while this camera does a pretty decent job, I was looking for something that's a little bit better. So I happened to go on, well, when I was on eBay, I saw some slightly different models of webcams, like this one right here. And I did some search on YouTube for some sample videos, and I seemed really impressed with this one. So I picked this up on eBay, paid only about, let's say $30 for it, something like that, not too much. It is a it's a used webcam. Matter of fact, I think these this one right here was one of many that were taken out of service, maybe during a refresh. Both these are actually business grade webcams. Chances are, I'm going to guess that these were bought around 2020 during the pandemic and maybe supplied to employees when they work from home, or they were simply used in the office and the company did a refresh of hardware and these got sold off, you name it. So there you have it. So I got this for dirt cheap, and I'm going to be trying out both this one and this one, comparing the two. And I think this one here is going to do better. So to be technical, I'm actually reshooting this clip because for some reason I managed to lose the original opening clip of the video, so here we are. So got this already unboxed and everything ready to go, and we're going to do some sample footage from both this camera as well as this camera. Okay, so before we swap out this camera, I'd like to take an opportunity to share with you how this thing works and some of the features that it has. So I'm going to include some footage here from a video that I never really did upload to YouTube. I never did really finish it, but it's a video demonstrating how this camera works and all the stuff you can do with it. So in this video I'm going to be testing out a new camera setup for the recently upgraded Workbench here. You can see I got this Logitech webcam mounted. This is a Logitech C930, I think it is, webcam. See it right there? It's running. Not recording right now, but it's up and running. It's a 1080p autofocusing webcam. Right now I have it direct connected to the Cube Computer Plexi. I'm looking into getting, well, actually I've got ordered a 5-meter extension cord that's going to connect the Computer Plexi up to a 4-port USB hub, which is laying around here somewhere. I actually had purchased a USB to Cat5/Cat6 extender kit, and the big bummer about that is, well, it operates at USB 1.1 speeds, which is definitely not sufficient enough for a full HD webcam. This is actually what we see on the webcam using the built-in Windows 10 camera app. This camera, by the way, it offers a couple of different things. You can adjust the brightness, you can overexpose if you want, or you can underexpose it. We'll set it back to 128, which is the default. And you can also manually adjust the focus on this. So, yeah. You can actually manually adjust the focus on this camera, which I think is pretty dang cool. It offers, let's see. Well, you can actually adjust the video quality if you wish, but so we have, right now we're on video mode, but we can set it to photo mode. And just for example, I will take a picture of the bench You see, we just took the photo. This thing actually has a document viewing mode. So if you have a document, so I got something. So for example, if I set this printer test page here on the desk, I actually got to flip it around. You can see how it's actually, well, you can see how it's outlining the document. And let me see if I can adjust it this a little bit more. All right, let's scan that. And you can see it overexposed. Well, all right, let's go back to photo mode and let's turn down the exposure. Well, okay. Here we are. Let's turn down the exposure. Apparently that does not apply when you are snapping a picture of a document. So really, to be honest, you would have to have a lighter table for this feature to work properly. We'll just come to that conclusion. It also has this whiteboard function. The whiteboard function actually worked a little bit better than the document function. But anyway, we have several different options on this thing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot a quick little test video. So I'm going to start recording right now. Okay, so this is a test video using the Logitech C930e camera. And I can't see the screen because there's a computer in the way. But here's a look at the other webcam we're getting ready to try out. So both of these cameras have built-in microphones. I think they're both stereo, actually. They both have, of course, a tripod mount in addition to the typical mount for installing onto a monitor. So, for example, here's a hard disk drive. Let's see if it focuses in on that or not. I can't really see up close right now because, well, I can't really see the screen on the camera, which is on the Plexi. But so yeah. And for example, we'll do this little box here. A solid state drive came in. Anyways, that being said, let's go ahead and change out for the other camera. Okay, so here is a look at the camera app with this other camera plugged up. The other camera reads, well, shows up as a C925e, which is kind of interesting because I believe this camera here is actually newer than the one it replaced. But, I mean, for example, you can see here, this is the SSD box. I think this one has a little bit narrower field of view, which is fine with me. Matter of fact, that's something I kind of prefer because the other one I was having to really move it down a lot to get it close up on stuff. But anyways, let's go and give this one a try. Okay, so here is that SSD box. Here's the hard drive. Like for example, that seems to be coming in nice and clear. Let's see how close we can get it. That's pretty incredible. So, yeah, still getting closer and closer. So we can say this camera has very good macro focus. So that will be interesting when I'm working on stuff like, let's say, computer power supplies. I can get this thing in nice and close to what I'm working on. For example, got this ink cartridge here. What I can do is I can pull the camera down. Kind of like this. And I can get up close to what I'm working on. Say for example, there's this ink cartridge here. So the thing about webcams is that, I mean, the video quality is kind of a mixed bag. I think this is actually pretty good though. I think this would actually do pretty well for a lot of my videos where I'm working on, let's say, laptops or working on computer power supplies, recapping them, stuff like that. So, yeah. It's nice to have this instead of having to deal with the tripod. And of course, I can put my other camera on it, but the other camera is a lot heavier. This webcam is nice and lightweight. So, I mean, there you have it. And we'll do a video of me real quick. The thing is, though, this is, well, it's doing okay right now. I'm looking at the screen. So, here's me. So, yeah, I'll have to see, I'll have to compare the videos side by side, see which one's really better. I like this one better already, I think, because the other one, the field of view was just way too wide. This one here, it's more down to earth. It's kind of like the camera I use to shoot videos for the channel, which is this camera right here. It's a Sanyo's Acti CG20 that, well, you can see it's been modified. It runs on two 18650 lithium-ion cells. So this thing, it runs for a long time between battery changes. And of course, I don't have to use this proprietary garbage battery because, well, I can just simply pop in 18650s, which are harvested out of laptops. So, yeah. At least for this webcam, I think I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm just going to have to, of course, look at the video footage side by side and sort of make an assessment on that. I could always go on eBay and buy another one of the, I could buy a C930 camera like the one I just pulled out of service. Those were for sale too. But I was looking at YouTube samples of these cameras and I kind of like this one here better. So we shall see. Okay, so I took a moment to review the footage from both of these cameras, and I must say I'm really impressed with this one right here. I do like it more than this one here. The reason is because, well, the field of view isn't excessively wide, and it seems to do a little better in the audio department as well. The microphone on this one seems to do a little better than this one, I think. Yeah. The only issue with this one here really is the sound of the autofocus actually gets picked up on the audio. You can hear it clicking a little bit when it's doing the autofocus, but I mean, it's like there's going to be pros and cons with both of these, but I do think this one right here, at least for my application, will be better. So that one's definitely going to be here to stay. My original plan was to buy another one of these so I could take this one back and then have one of these in here, but like I mentioned, I much prefer this one right here over this one here. So yeah, there you have it. So it wouldn't be like $30 on eBay. Now I should mention, I could probably go online and download the actual Logitech software for these and get some additional features, probably digital zoom, but let me be honest with you, I don't like digital zoom. I like actually zooming in on stuff, either using optical zoom or bringing the camera physically close to what I'm working on. So I don't really care about the digital zoom if it's offered. I do like the fact that this one here has really good macro focus. Matter of fact, it actually seems to macro focus a little bit better than this one, although I don't think you can really tell here in this video. But I have done some testing with both of these, and it seems like this one right here is the clear winner for being able to focus in on stuff up close. So yeah, very impressed. I think it's a pretty good deal. So this camera actually was used. It was the eBay seller. It appeared to be like a clearinghouse or something like that. These were probably taken out of service when a company refresh their computers. I mean, this camera is a business class camera, so it was probably rolled out to offices, or who knows, maybe these were issued by a company for people to use during the pandemic when everybody was working from home, and maybe after the company returned to the office, or their employees to the office, they decided they didn't need any more, and they sold them off, something like that. But yeah, anyways, there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Well, everybody, that wraps it up for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to Cube Computer channel, and be sure to tick the bell, that way you get notified of new video posts. Also, I recommend following Cube Computer Company on Facebook. A link is in the video description. In addition to computer tech videos, I have a second channel, Cube Comp MTDX. Links are available at the end of this video. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching and your support.